And now, not to waste any of your time, let's give you guys a sneak peek of the spot that I'm talking about. You guys are gonna love it, seriously. All of the zombies will walk at you in one straight line from one location this entire time. And you can just line up headshots very easily. YouTube, what is up? We're back in business today with another Dark Aether guide on the new round-based NUMA. Now, if you guys know my channel, you know we found Colonel's office on Firebase Z during Cold War, which was by far the best spot for going for Dark Aether. Now, I wish I was kidding, but the spot I found on NUMA almost matches how good that spot is. It's not going to matter that we have Zaballas on this map. It's a straight lineup and you don't have to move or train at all. You can camp the entire time. Now, we don't waste any time on this channel, so let's get you straight to the stuff you clicked on the video for. At the end of the video, I'm going to go over each of the camo challenges specifically and talk a little bit more about different variations of the covenants you guys can get if you're doing launchers or snipers, things like that. If you find this video helpful, or you like the vibes, make sure to leave a like, comment, interact with the video. It helps the video get out to people who haven't had the chance to see the channel yet. We're trying to reach 100K, man. But yeah, enough of that BS. Let's get you straight to the good stuff. Let's go, baby. All right, now I personally am going to be turning on Rampage Inducer. Now, you guys don't have to do this. You can if you would like. Just shoot the lanterns in the exact order that I am doing it, and you guys can turn it on and off at any point during the game. It's just going to make the earlier rounds go by a lot faster, so just shoot those puppies, and we're going to activate Rampage Inducer. Now, what you guys are going to do is until the end of round 4, stay in this beginning room, okay? We need enough points in order to get to where we want to go, so stay up here. Even with Rampage Inducer on, it shouldn't be too hard, but again, Rampage Inducer is just going to make these zombies come into the map a lot faster, so you're not waiting so long. Saves you a bunch of time, so shout out to Lego for showing me that too. All this is about is going at your own pace, so if it's a little too difficult for you to stay up here or turn Rampage Inducer on, just turn it off. It's totally up to you guys. Okay, there is the beginning of round 5, so we're actually going to open up the door to the top here so we can grab our free jug. We're not going to open up the stairs door, and then we're going to immediately, during our boom streer rounds, come back to the storage side of the map where the Wonder Waffle gets built, and we're going to come open up the dig site. Now, we are just going to train around in dig site until we get enough points to pack a punch. That's all we're going to be doing. You guys will be able to pack a punch at round 6 right here. So right when you get the 5,000 points, quickly throw that in there. Nice and easy. Now that we've pack a punch for our first time, there's 2 things we're going to be focusing on, and that is 1, finding our critical damage perk. So we need to search the map, open up each of the doors that's going to allow us to do that. Perfect. We got diabolical damage on our first try, so just pick that up because that's going to be vitally important to this strategy. Obviously dealing the most critical damage that you guys can 24/7. And now, not to waste any of your time, let's give you guys a sneak peek of the spot that I'm talking about. You guys are going to love it, seriously. So because we didn't open up the stairwell right here, you guys are actually going to be able just to come back here in the back, stand just to the corner of this door. We will not be opening that door, and all of the zombies will walk at you in one straight line from one location this entire time. And you can just line up headshots very easily. Even with Rampage Inducer on, all the zombies are going to spawn in 2 seconds. It takes no time to clear them out. This is going to be the spot that we stay the remainder of the game, and we're not going to open this door, okay? That's the most important thing you guys can do. All the zombies will spawn on ground level because we haven't opened up the door for the top, so no zombies are going to be running around taking forever. So it's important. Don't click off the video. You guys will go try this out. I know you're excited right now. You're going, oh, hell yeah, that looks great. I didn't even know about this. You will die. I promise you, if you don't get set up properly, you will not be able to stand here, and I'm going to explain what that is now because there's really no variation in the spot itself, right? Nothing's going to change. Just reload on time. We'll slowly build our perks up. We're going to leave a last zombie, and I'm going to explain to you guys what you should be doing. So from here, once you guys are pretty much set up with your first pack-up punch, you don't need to be spending a ton more points on the damage of your weapon. It's going to carry you through the first couple 15, 20 rounds. Now, we are going to go check our Altar of Covenants for our first perks because generally, just using a normal weapon, we want a specific setup, and I'm going to go over those right now. So first up is going to be critical expertise. Non-critical hits have a chance to be critical. That's going to be huge for hipfire. Next up is going to be dead accurate. Successive shots on any enemy deal much more damage. That's going to help us deal a ton of damage late game, and especially to the Zaballa and the machine gun zombies. And then lastly will be a higher tier of Unholy Ground. Deal more damage when shooting stationary. Now that's going to be huge because again, we're camping in the same spot. We're not going to be training at all. So those 3 are going to be your key covenants. Try and get each of those, and maybe some supporting covenants if you can't get all 3, obviously, because it's RNG. It's going to be completely random. So get the ones you can, and then pick up other covenants along the way that might help you and make it easier. Again, at the end of the video, I'll be talking about covenants that you want for launchers, etc. But those are the ones you guys are going to want if you're just using assault rifles, LMGs, things like that. At this point, again, just continue opening these doors to get your free perks. Now, we're going to be maxing our perks in a specific order, so I'll explain what those are once we get all these doors open. On the topic of covenants as well, now pairing our field upgrade, we're actually going to be taking healing aura. Now, we're going to be maxing that out, obviously, but the reason we're taking healing aura is because when Zaballa spawns in and she's shooting her electric attacks at us standing in place, using healing aura with upgraded quick revive and jug, you can actually sustain the entire life of the Zaballa, giving yourself plenty of time to shoot the zombies in front of you, as well as shooting the Zaballa in the head. It's super easy. Grabbed our free stamina up there. Now we're gonna head over to the fish hut for our last speed cola. Now, once we have got our speed cola, we are going to immediately go buy tier 2 of jug. Always keep an eye on our salvage for our armor. Armor is vitally important in this game, so we're going to immediately go pick up our armor because we have enough scrap to do so. Once you guys enter the dig site, all the zombies will force spawn, so you guys can just grab your armor, run back out of the tunnel. But after you guys have generally got set up for the first couple of rounds, you can go back in here and start killing zombies. That's it, man. Play through these rounds, super easy. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, but Zach, is this really faster than just getting set up inside of one of the first 2 maps? Yes, it is. Even with the Zaballa having to deal with it every round, the spawn rate that you guys can play with Rampage Inducer on is so incredibly high, it's not even funny. And at any point, if it gets too difficult, just go upstairs and turn Rampage Inducer off, because Rampage Inducer will go until round 55. So we have enough money for tier 3 of jugs. So we're going to run up here, quickly grab that, and I'm going to show you guys, once you hit tier 3 jug right here, I'm going to let the zombies back me into this corner. Okay, so I'm going to let them kind of push me and almost down me, and then when I use healing aura can actually heal through all of the zombies damage, so it'll give you guys plenty of time to kill off the zombies that are in front of you. And that's exactly how it's going to work when Zaballa is on the map as well. Now, once we get to tier 3 jug, we're going to hang out there for just a second because that last perk is going to be most expensive. Now, at this point, we want our quick revive, speed cola, and diabolical damage going up to tier 2. Now, don't forget, every 3 rounds, be checking your altar of covenants because we're going to be wanting those, right? Also, something very important, if you don't have hearts to spend on your covenants, come over here and keep upgrading your healing aura. This will be something that's very important. The reason we're going to level that up all the way to tier 5 is that it's going to persist for 10 seconds, and that's what's going to allow us to kill our Zaballa. So 10 seconds of permanent healing with a maxed out jug and leveling up our quick revive for faster, healing regeneration is a long time to deal as much damage as we need. Now that we've got our perks to these levels, tier 3 jug, tier 2, everything else except for stamina up, we're not going to be moving, okay? Because at round 15, that is when our Zaballa is going to spawn, and we want to be upgrading our gun a second time. So after you've got your perks to the level that I'm at, just pack a punch a second time, and that's what's going to be most important. There we go. Pick up our 10 seconds. We survived the first Zaballa just with tier 4. So the 10 seconds of healing aura is a drastic difference. So get that tier 5 of healing aura as long as you don't have hearts to spend on covenants that are pertinent to what you're doing. We have enough points for tier 2 pack a punch, so we'll come level that puppy up. I also want to show you guys 2 other spots that if that first one's too difficult, this one will give you a little bit more of an escape option and not have to put your back up against the wall. Now, as long as we're standing in front of this lantern inside of the dig site, all the zombies will be spawning in front of us. Nothing will come from behind. They will drop down right in front of us and then come from the right as well. You guys can just pepper back and forth right here and not see really any problems. If you wanted to run all the way over to this side, you can kind of just stand aligned with this first lantern. All the zombies will again spawn in front of you. No zombies will spawn behind you. But if you walk too far back, the zombies will start spawning behind you, just like they did on the map. You can see right there. So just keep that in mind. Find the sweet spot and all these zombies will spawn in front of you. And again, if it gets too hectic, you can just dip out here, run to the other side. Now, at this point of leveling up your perks, second pack-a-punch is fine. We are going to get our diabolical damage to tier 3, then our speed cola to tier 3, all right? Again, a reason that this spot is so good is the line of sight that it gives you. The zombies that are coming from the back, if you move over here, you can have a ton of time to shoot them in the head, making it so you never really feel like you're getting overran. But then the zombies they're all just walking in through your crosshair, right? So you're only shooting in one location. The reason it's so nice is you don't have to look into a bunch of different spots. You don't have to go back and forth with anything. Everything is coming through this doorway. So super easy. Now again, after we get our speed cola to tier 3, now is when we're going to be maxing our jug perk. So we'll take our 7,500 points that we need and we'll max out the first perk. If you guys ever get low on ammo, just run right here kind of into the main area. You guys can buy ammo really fast and then just return back to your spot. keep in mind as well, once you start to get to those higher rounds, always be reloading. If you guys get a second to reload, there's no zombies in front of you, reload your weapon. It's just going to make your life 1,000 times easier. All right, we have another Zaballa. Now I'm going to use this time to show you. Let's say I got pushed back, right? Like, obviously I can kill her masks and be fine. Really, she's going to be the only one damaging me with her attacks, okay? But let's say I'm about to go down. Well, I'm out of ammo, right? Even worse. We're going to pop our healing aura, and you guys can actually just walk out of there. So our healing auras are going to always be healing us wherever we move. So even if you need to, if you don't want to pop the healing aura and just try and make it back there, just pop that healing aura and run out here, come train, go back to the dig site, reset, return back to your spot. That may happen using your Rampage Inducer. That's what I'm using right now. It might get a little too hard. If it does, with her attacks hitting you, just use your healing aura, throw a decoy and get out of there, go to the dig site, reset. Now that we have the points, instead of going to Pack-a-Punch tier 3, we're going to tier 4, our speed cola and our diabolical damage. So we will be maxing out our perks that we need before we go to our third Pack-a-Punch. Snag that puppy. Now right around 25 to 30 is when I will turn my Rampage Inducer off. Again, there's just no need to make it too hard on yourself, right? Like, you'd rather be fully set up, being able to play into those higher rounds, than get overwhelmed and die and have to restart. That would suck. But remember, the worst camo challenge in this game is getting to 4,000 eliminations. So we've got to play quite a bit of zombies. I will try and get to about 1,000 before I turn Rampage Inducer off. So anytime between around 25 to 30, again, just make your life easier. Turn it off. We're just a kill or two shy away from our third Pack-a-Punch. So the second you guys can, come over here and triple pack your weapon. And again, don't forget to always be checking these. Still yucky for me this far. I really wish the Covenant system was like a buy station in Warzone or something, and you could purchase the one you want specifically, and then if you wanted to upgrade the tier, it got increasingly more expensive with either points or salvage, or maybe just total zombie kills. Like the amount of zombie kills you got leveled up or made it so you could purchase it or something like that. Now, before I play out an entire round for you guys, I want to take this chance, and hopefully I won't choke, to show you just how good healing aura tier 5 is. Okay, once you guys have got all set up and you're set up for this strat. So like, we have a Zaballa in here. Let's say we're getting overran. I'm going to go down on purpose here. And then my healing aura, if you go down with your healing aura up, it will automatically revive you, saving all of your perks and your self-revive and everything like that. So just goes to show you guys, again, if you get too overran, make sure you use that thing. It will revive you. You will have lost nothing. Come back over here, train a little bit, reset, whatever you need to do. That's only if it gets too hard, but make sure you use your healing aura before you go down, because at tier 5, it'll bring back everything with you. Almost like a tombstone effect, but like way better in my opinion. Especially because if you go down after you use it, healing aura will continue to go for those 10 seconds, making you essentially, you know, invincible, right? Like, unless you're getting hit by Zaballa's electric attacks. Little tip too, if you guys want to get even more macro, when Zaballa drops down into the ground, move over here. She will shoot her attacks, keep killing the zombies right here, and then let the attacks explode on that side. And you guys can return back to your corner. That takes kind of a lot of focus and practice, but at this point, man, you're all set up. You're just looking for the right covenants, which I have got dog cheeks so far. I have not got like one that I want leveled up enough. Pretty much just waiting to show you guys a full round when we get our next Zaballa, and I'll kind of teach you again a little bit more of the macro play you can have. But this is it, man. This is the strat. This easy. Just let the zombies walk right in front of you, right through the crosshair. And if you don't even want to have to deal with the Zaballa, just go train on the rounds you get them. You guys can just head to dig site and avoid the whole issue. Based off the community feedback, I'm curious if they end up just removing her from round base, but I don't know. It might be a little too easy. I'd rather just have more machine gun zombies than the Zaballa. They can make it difficult that way. This Zaballa sucks, bro. At this point in the game, if you guys need more armor, just run out here to the fish hut because it has its own crafting table in it. So you guys can just pick up more armor there without having to run all the way back to the dig site. All right, round 34. Let's see if we can get a Zaballa here just so I can show you guys what your best bet will be. We'll see if I need to escape the room, show you guys exactly how it goes, because the zombie rounds are very easy. When you get machine gun zombies, just normal zombies, you can literally sit here. I don't care if it's round 69, bro. You can stay here as long as you want. The only time your brain has to like function at all is when a Zaballa spawns. So other than that, you literally just mindlessly sit here and shoot heads. Very easy. Oh, looks like we got a Zaballa back there. Okay, so I'll show you guys this round. Now what we want to try and do is shoot off Zaballa's first mask before we use our healing aura. So try and break her mask. There we go. We broke the first one. Now at the time she's going to attack us after her first mask is broken, we're going to use our healing aura. So we're going to use that and then shoot her in the head, okay? That's all we're focusing on right now. The healing aura will survive all these zombies. If you need to, throw a decoy. Zaballa gone. Back to just zombies, just like that. I know it looks chaotic, but it's really not. If you just focus on what you're doing, you guys can very easily get past them, I promise. But yeah, man, that's really the last couple things I could think of. Other than that, it's just waiting to get the right covenants. That's it. And I would suggest if you get 2 Zaballas when they spawn in the same round, even though Zaballa is 1 person, she can spawn 2 times. So if this stupid game gives it to you 2 times in the same round, just run out there and go train. Makes your life 1,000 times easier. But yeah, man, I'm almost to 2,000 kills, which is halfway to the total that we need to get to. So if you guys want to, just play 2 games of the 2,000 total kills. I'm going to end the game right now. I'm going to end the game right now and go talk about those specific camo challenges, each one respectively. So that is it. That's all you guys have to do, and just pray you get better covenants than me, man. That's it. Something I forgot to talk about as well is if you guys are doing your explosives, make sure you get Explosive Expert. The legendary does a ton more damage to enemies and no damage to you. Now, as well with the launchers, taking Splatterfest would be amazing because the enemies killed by explosions have a very high chance to explode. And then lastly, I don't know if I'll play any higher, but the Ammo Gremlin perk would be perfect for launchers because the weapon that you have out slowly generates ammo still. Don't forget as well, if you guys have explosion experts, so your own rockets do no damage to you, you can sit in here for as long as you want. All right, now going over each of the camo challenges specifically, right? The first one, we're going to need 4,000 eliminations. And the second one, we're going to need 800 critical kills. And then 4,000 pack-a-punch to eliminations on the third one. Now, honestly, these are the most time-consuming. The 800 critical kills are going to happen on their own. I really wish they'd take down this 4,000 number and up the critical kills number because you don't even have to pay attention to that thing. And again, while you're using covenants that help you get more critical kills, don't even worry about that one. Fourth coming in, we have 10 rapid kills 50 times. That will complete itself. At 6, we need 2,000 eliminations as a result of a covenant. Don't worry about that one. Out of any of the covenants we talked about today, you'll be able to complete that. Next up, we have 100 boom shirt eliminations. Just by playing on your own, we will kill 100 red zombies. Don't worry about that one. Next up, 20 Sturmkrieger eliminations. Same thing with this one. The machine gun guys will happen naturally. Up next, we have 2,000 eliminations with 7 attachments equipped. So just make sure you have all of your attachments on. Even if you don't want a sight on your weapon, make sure you put one on. Next up, 3 or more rapid kills 30 times. That happens on its own. And lastly, 20 or more consecutive kills without being hit. Sitting in my spot, zombies won't get the opportunity to touch you. So don't worry about that one as well. We're really just focusing on those 4,000 kills. And if you guys can complete all 4,000 in one game, go for it. When you have the maxed out covenants that you need, you'll do a ton of damage. You can play into high rounds. And again, past round 40, you're going past the 2,000 eliminations. So you can either just play 2 games of 2,000 eliminations and get set back up for the second game, or just play as high as you can and then play a third if you die, or if not, just complete it in one game. Go for it. I really hope this video helps. It makes it so round-based is actually viable going for camos. Just remember, if you get 2 Zaballas that spawn in at once, just go out to the dig site and train. Just don't even worry about the headache having to buy perks again, or make sure you use your healing aura or whatever. Just go out there if you get 2 of them. But if you get 1, you can handle it for sure. With all that being said, man, leave a like on the video, comment. Again, any interactions help the video get out there to people who haven't had the chance to see the channel yet. And YouTube suggested we'll push the video out, helping grow my channel. So that means the world. Have a kick-ass day if you're just starting it. Sleep well if you're just ending it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or need specific help with anything. See you guys in the next one. I'm excited to see what else Roundbase has to offer. It's leaked that we're getting more maps, and I'll definitely be here for those. Peace out, guys. Take care.